Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. Good morning. I see everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, depending where you are. I'm in the building. Hello. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000. Woohoo! It's all thanks to you guys. Like, I really, really appreciate everything you do. Especially when it comes to the support that everybody gives me. You have no idea. It just makes everything worthwhile and makes me, just love helping you guys even more. Even if you didn't support me, I probably still help because I just like helping people anyways. So let's just wait for a few more people. We'll wait like 2 minutes, wait for a few more people to join. I hope I have good news. I hope people listen to me. So we'll wait a couple more minutes for people to join and get in here. So I don't have to keep repeating myself, even though this video will be available after the live. Thank you, Marissa. Good afternoon. I'm having a good day. It definitely could have been better, but so thank you. I see a couple people are hitting like. I appreciate that. So if you just get a quick second, just hit like on the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm literally like so close. I think I'm only missing like a couple, like 100 and something subscribers. I appreciate it. So we're going to go over a few things today. We're going to talk about tax refunds. I know that's the biggest thing that everybody wants to know about and wants to know about what's going on. The second thing is I'm just going to touch base about the third stimulus. So we'll talk a little bit about that at the end. But for now, thank you for it. I appreciate everything. Yes, Coco, bring it on. So we'll talk a little about that because there's not that much new update on that as far as the stimulus. First things first. Jessica, I don't. I know a little bit. I can't say I don't. I believe your income has to be 30,000 or less. I don't know the amount. I think it was like 1,200 or 1,400, but if you want, I can definitely look into it and see exactly what it's about. I do know they have their own stimulus, though, if you are in California and your income is less than 30,000. Desk is a mess. Okay, so here we go. Refunds. What's going on? First things first, I told you guys there was going to be a big update today. Now, this has actually been the biggest update we've had so far. It might not seem like it because you might have not had updated, but it's definitely, I could just tell by how many people were actually even responding and saying that they updated. Now, here's the thing. I did say that this week, well, next week will be the big update. I think what the issue is, gotcha. Okay, so they lowered it down to 600. I believe I figured out what the issue is, guys. It looks like the issue is they can happen all day, Courtney. I'm seeing posts that say that transcripts only update once a day, which is not correct. They do not update once a day. They update throughout the day. Now, usually all update, I mean, the majority of people will be updated by 11 a.m. But throughout their day, there are a couple people that end up updating. So I always just tell people check daily at 11, 12 o'clock. Just it's not going to make it come faster if you check all the time. It's really not. You might end up hurting yourself, locking yourself out, getting yourself flagged. I know, trust me when I tell you, I know you guys are anxious. You're needing this money. You know, you're worried, you're stressed. There is nothing bigger of a stress than tax season. And sometimes I really, really, really just want to shake some people and say, listen, chill out. Like, you're stressing for no reason. Calm down. Just listen to me. One of the biggest problems, especially for members in my group, I will tell you something, or I will answer a question, or Lisa or Kat or one of our other administrators will tell you guys something. But then in 3 other groups, you see a total different answer. And then you're asking us the question all over again, even though we told it to you. And unfortunately, there is so much misinformation out there. There's speculations, there's opinions, and there's just flat out, you have no idea what you're talking about answers. So my biggest advice I can do is figure out somebody that you actually trust their opinion. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be my group. It could be anybody. It could be anybody's group. But just listen to them. Stop listening to Tom, Dick, Harry, Jennifer, Courtney, like everybody. So that's going to be, it'll be like 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be the first thing that I suggest everybody do. Now, I'm not saying that I'm always right or that our group is always right, that everything we say is 100% correct. Yes, it can flag you for checking transcripts. You can be flagged for that. Now, the thing is, that's one thing that'll really, really help with relieving some of your stress, because a lot of you guys are just getting misinformation and you're freaking yourself out. Like, stop freaking yourself out. Like, seriously. So, Alana, the as of date is an internal date for your transcripts. It can mean that, absolutely. It can mean that that's when your return should be looked at by. The thing is, it can change. It can change daily. It can change before that date. It can change that date. It can change. So this is why I always tell everybody, don't pay attention to any other date on that transcript unless it's next to the 846 code. So it really, really doesn't matter. I will tell you, 99% of you do not have an issue. I don't care. Like, this is one thing that's really my pet peeve, guys. When people tell me that they've been filing a certain way, they file the same way, they get their refund this day every year. This is how it is. Something must be wrong. I went to a new preparer, or I did it myself, or I added this or I added that. Something's wrong because I don't have my refund and I get it every single day, every year at this time. Well, this year right here is a completely different year than any other previous year. Like, literally in the last 20 years, this stuff has never happened. Between the look back, the 7202, the stimulus, like, there is a lot of things going on. And just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean that it's not affecting the whole system as a whole. And this is what people need to realize. So when I'm telling you that, I understand that you usually update at this time every year, so, but nothing's wrong. A lot of you guys, let me tell you something. I have a client that's audited. She's already gotten her paperwork, guys. She's already gotten it. I have clients that need to ID verify. You listen, give me 1 second. You need to wait until I'm done. Don't do anything or you're going to ruin it. Excuse me. Miss Sweet, if you give me a second, I'm going to go over those codes. So, just because you have not updated by now, and I don't care if you filed in January, if you got accepted the 9th, 10th, 11th, which are the hub testing days, it does not mean there's something wrong with your return. I can assure you, I don't suggest not calling. Try calling and asking the IRS once if you can get somebody to actually tell you the truth. Now, this is the issue with calling the IRS, so this is why I never suggest it. You can call the IRS and they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. Again, like I say in every single one of my videos, these are not official IRS officers. These people do not work on tax returns. These people cannot fix your tax return. They cannot change your tax return. Not most of them can't even see your tax return. They can see your transcript. There's nothing they can do to fix your situation. All they can do is tell you what they want to tell you. Most of them are saying that they can't tell you anything till after the 5th. Some of them are saying that you're in the errors department. It's going to take 4 to 6 weeks. Well, guess what? That is one of their scripts. And that script is used to tell you that with the intentions that they hope that you update within the next 4 weeks, so you won't just keep calling them. Does that mean that you're in the errors department? Absolutely not. It just means they don't want you to call them. That's it. These people are just customer service representatives. You do not need any type of tax education, tax experience to be a customer service representative. This is why it gets me so mad when people say, oh, you think you know everything? What, you think you work for the IRS? What, do you work for the IRS? Do you work for the IRS? You have never in your whole life probably ever talked to a real IRS officer, a review officer, like an audit officer. You've probably never talked to one that actually does taxes. You've talked to customer service representatives. That's it, guys. That's it. Yeah, I mean, even the tax professionals at Jackson Hewitt H&R Block, you can TurboTax. I will have to decline. So TurboTax will only hire tax professionals. Like you have to prove that you're a tax professional with some type of qualifications. Um, so now let's go into this. Um, Let me see first. Miss Cream, she probably didn't even look at she probably didn't even look at your account. If you know your acceptance date, d- don't even listen. This is what I'm trying to explain, guys. Don't listen to what they say. You know, especially if you see your transcripts, you know more than the customer service representatives know. You know more than they do. Um, they don't even know what type of letter you're getting unless it says it on your transcript, like it has the code up there. So, I mean, it's so hard to just tell you guys just be patient and wait until you update, because I know you're not going to listen to me. Um, so people might update tomorrow on where's my refund. Do I think everybody will? Absolutely not. Where's my refund? We had this status. I know a lot of you guys were laughing about it. Where's my refund is not accurate this year. So it is updating for a few people, and it's not updating for a few people. As far as the status on where's my refund, one bar is usually means you're good. You're just waiting for a direct deposit date. Um, the still processing status that has tax topic, you're good. This is the status. So this year they don't have the status you are being processed. So the last few years after PATH had lifted, everybody that was on PATH that we knew were going to update in a few weeks, they changed their statuses over to you are being processed. You will be processed. So that's how a lot of people knew that they were good. They were just going to update, just waiting for a deposit date. And then obviously the people that got it is still being processed with nothing, no tax topic, no year end date. We knew those people had some kind of issue. And of course, with any status on where's my refund, with it saying that there is an issue or you think that you're okay, there's always a small chance that um, that's good. So is being processed and still being processed is good as long as it has the tax topic. Are you serious, Carla? I thought we got you an IP pin. Oh, Robert, isn't that the truth? Oh my God. No, Alice, that is not what that means. Your transcripts can say NA, and the reason that your transcripts say NA just is they have not started processing your return yet. So for everybody thinking that there's an issue and it still says NA and you would not know there's an issue there because they haven't even started processing. They haven't even took your return yet and started processing. Now, let me explain the reason why. So, there were about 3 hubs that it's either 2 or 3 hubs that were completely down for a few days. So I think this is where people are getting this resequenced post message from. You haven't been resequenced. You just, if you're at that hub station for a couple days, they're behind. They weren't processing anybody. So it's not that you got resequenced, it's that you're late being processed. So this is what a lot of issues are. Courtney, there's usually a small transcript update tonight. New beginnings. I have no idea why she would tell you that. Maybe she's busy. Maybe she's having an issue with her software. I don't know what would be the reason for that. So, Miss Allen, no. Let me explain. So, a tax preparer is just someone that prepares your taxes. Once it goes to IRS, we have nothing else to do with it. Like it's out of our hands, basically. There's like we have no access, nothing, unless you need us our help. I know for myself, I'm there for my clients 24/7. Like if there's an issue, I'll stand by you and we can figure it out. Most tax preparers do not do that. So I will not know if there's an issue. But I personally, let me tell you, I am like straightforward and how's it go? If I thought that everybody like is in trouble or there's a big issue, I would say, listen, guys, I need to start getting your transcripts. We need to call the IRS. I need you guys to start calling the IRS, find out what's going on. I do not believe this is the case at all. I just think because of everything going on, they are processing returns later than they have been. Another thing that I have noticed with a lot of people that can see transcripts and not only has not filed a return, but it shows this 2 stimulus payments. So people that have been weekly are being changed over because of that last stimulus payment to a daily, which is a Tuesday update for a Friday date. I think just like we had a big update tonight, that this Tuesday update is going to be just as big. I'm like 99% certain. So I think a lot of people that didn't update today will be updating on Tuesday. Shelby, that would be the Tuesday that I'm speaking of. Jessica, it's usually Friday. Yeah, Monday and Friday. For taxes, it's mostly Friday. See, Courtney, I want to have a party on Tuesday because I can almost guarantee a lot of you guys that can see that on your transcript are going to update on Tuesday. Timothy, and a couple more people that asks about the 570971 code. First and foremost, the 570 is a hold code. That means your taxes are on hold, period. They're not processing them no more. They're on hold, and there's an issue. Now, the 971 is a letter's going to be mailed to you. You will get a letter in the mail. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks to get that letter. Now, on back to the 570 code. The 570 code can mean a few things. One, you're under a wage review. Something like you missed documents because your AGI is not adding up. Two, you're under a wage review because you did not use the correct amount for your look back provision. So your return is not adding up. Three, you added the stimulus on your return, but you already got the stimulus after you filed. So that's another hold you're going to be put on. Three, an ID verification. Now, it doesn't matter if you have an IP PIN. It doesn't matter if this isn't your first year filing. Anybody can be chosen for an ID verify. Anybody. These verifications, unless this is your first year filing after a few years or your first time filing ever, you will get an ID verify, 100%. Like there's no questions about it. You will have an ID verify. If you haven't filed in a few years, or if this is your first time filing, you will get an ID verify. Now, so let's see. So we have, for the 570 code, we have ID verification. We have a wage review. And under that wage review is the three things. Wage review, because you're missing some documents. You forgot to file something, your AGI's off, or you did not use the correct number for your look back code, your look back provision. You did not use the right number. Three, I know there's a lot of people that not only didn't use the right number for look back, they just filed their 2019 tax return all over again. So they used their 2019 W-2s and filed it this year. They didn't file their unemployment. They just messed their whole return up completely. So if that's you, you need to amend because you're not going to get your taxes. Another 570 code is this stimulus. Now, the stimulus, if you are 100% correct in you're supposed to get the stimulus, that 570 code will fix itself. It'll turn to the 571 and you will fix itself. So there's nothing you have to do. So if you are 100% sure that you added stimulus and you know you're supposed to get it, you didn't get it even after you filed, and you have the 570 code, just be a little patient. That's gonna change and it's gonna fix itself, and you're gonna get Aisha, what updated? Beast Mode, please don't ask people for money on my live. That's not appropriate right now. I'm sorry you need that, but that's really not appropriate. I want both of you guys to go in your room right now. Now. Sorry. They just get out of school and they're already. So. Hurry up. I don't want to hear you guys arguing. I'm on a live right now. You're being very disrespectful. You guys can eat something. I don't want to hear anybody talking. Summer, absolutely not true. I've had quite a few people. Um, I've had quite a few people with the look back already get their taxes. So that's not true. If you're going to wait a long time on the look back, it's because you did not do it properly. That's what you're going to wait for. It wasn't done properly at the end of the day. So Courtney, no, I haven't. I've already had a few people who've claimed stimulus get their refunds. I've seen it. What I think is happening again, I think the people that are being held, um, they're not being held for a long time. They're just being held so it can be checked. So if you are 100% sure that you only claimed one kid last year, but you claimed two kids this year, you are 100% eligible to get that stimulus, but they have to check it. Oh, Christiana. Marissa, it's up to 21 days. Does it mean that that's like how much they're going to take? No, not this year, guys. This year is totally different from any previous year. And this is the one thing, if you don't listen to anything else I say in this video, listen to this one thing. You cannot um, judge, you cannot compare this year and any previous year you've had at all. You cannot do it. This year is 100% completely different. So don't let that stress you that you've always gotten your money at this time and now you don't, something's wrong. Don't do that, guys, because that's not true with this year. It's just not true. Don't I understand this is why we should never assume stuff or depend on stuff because a lot of people are assuming every year I get my money on the 26th, so I'm going to have my money on the 26th this year. And unfortunately, that's not how this year is. There's too many different situations going on, too many different situations. And just because you don't fall in one of those categories, so just like when I file taxes, you come see me. Usually, it definitely doesn't take me 2 days to get to my clients. By the end of the by the middle, I can't even say the end. By the middle of the busy season, it was taking me 2 to 3 days to file people's taxes. It wasn't because their tax situation had an issue. It was because of how many returns I had to do. And some people might take, usually any other year, their tax return would only take 20, 30 minutes. Now, because of all these new changes, it's taking an hour and a half to complete. So, this is what I want you guys to understand as far as processing. Um, you might process very easy through the system, but the 23 people ahead of you might have all the new issues and blah blah blah, and this is what's holding you up. So I don't want you guys to worry. This is my main thing. I don't want you guys stressing. Your money's coming. If you didn't get a letter yet, especially for you early filers, the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, I mean, the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Let me check the dates because they go by the week. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. So if you filed between those dates, you did not get resequenced, first of all. A lot of people are getting their refund before you because you probably went to one of the hubs that was shut down. like the one in Texas. It was shut down for a couple days because of that storm. Completely shut down. There was no power, no nothing. The computers were not working. So it's not that you got resequenced. It's that you're processing later than other people because you guys went to different hubs. Alana, that is, if it's the last four of your social, that means it went to a third party bank, like Refund Advantage, Tax, Republic, Santa Barbara, something like that. And if that's the case, it will have gotten sent back to the IRS. Yes, Miss Allen, I would say from today, I give it 2 weeks. If you are not updated within the next 2 Fridays from today, so let me look. And I don't care about the whole 21 days. Like, I really don't care about that because, again, this tax season is different. So if you do not have a date by March 12th, especially for my clients, to my clients, if you do not have a date by March 12th, we are going to call the IRS and see what's going on, and find out and see what the issue is. If there's an issue, because it might not be an issue, you might just be waiting to process. Sometimes it just happens like that, unfortunately. Summer, that is not true about the stimulus. If the stimulus passes, they do not plan to send it out until after tax season. But I can tell you that it's not going to pass anytime soon. I thought it was going to pass today. It's not because one of the somebody is not taking out the minimum wage of the $15 federally. And most of the politicians will not agree to that. So because they're not taking it out, it's going to get denied. Miss Nicole, you can ask your tax preparer. If I don't know everybody's usernames on TurboTax. So if you're one of my clients, just message me after the live and I'll check. I'll let you know. Because a lot of people, especially my clients, they sent me their 2019, or I already had their 2019, and they just weren't eligible for the look back. Not everybody that made more money in 2019 was eligible. So it didn't always work out that way. Manda, so hubs do not go by state. They just like get split up. So it doesn't matter where you file. It doesn't matter when you filed. It doesn't matter any of that. There is no pattern on where your return and what hub it went to be processed. It's not the same hub every year. It's always different. So there's no way of knowing where you went. Um, Kathy, again, that is just another let me just be forward, BS lie that they're telling people. One of my clients, they actually told that to, and she doesn't even have marketplace insurance at all. And, she asked twice are you sure I have, it's the 8862 form on my return that's holding me up? And the lady said, yes, yes. She doesn't even have an 8862 form. So, yeah. Those are just things that they tell you, hoping that you give them a week or two and you don't keep calling. Cindy, it's never too soon to file taxes. Never. Don't ever, ever, ever listen to that myth that if you file early, you're going to be held up or resequenced. That is BS, complete BS. If that was the case, half of my clients that got refunded already wouldn't have been refunded. So, not true. Yeah, Kathy, no, it's just one of their scripts. How to like so people won't call them, basically. Shelby, if you did not use your 2019 income for the EIC, you did not use the look back. That's what that's for. So we did go over the right. I'm gonna open it up. So the only thing I wanted to talk about the stimulus, I actually just said it. That the vote that they're going to do is going to be declined. They're going to say no on it, unfortunately. I do believe, give me 1 second. So the Senate is going to go through the process of writing their own version and then sending it to the House to vote. So now we have to wait all over again for the stimulus. So for the last couple of minutes, I am going to open it up now that I can see everybody's comments for questions. So if you have a question, now is the time to ask. Now is the time to ask. And I'm going to say this one more time. If you're here, if you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Help me out a little bit. Help yourself out so you can see when I go live, you get notified. And if you get a chance, like the video, share it to your friends if you want to help them out. India, after the live, you can message me. Hopefully, Alice, fingers crossed. Yeah, Carla, this is just like absolutely insane. Like, you need to go sign up today to get an iPen. You can do it online now. Miss Sweet, absolutely not. I do not suggest doing that. No, not unless you know for a fact you have to ID verify, because it can take up to 9 weeks after you ID verify. The average is around 2 to 6 weeks, but it can take up to 9 weeks after you verify. And if you do not need to verify, you just pushed yourself and made yourself, now you have to wait because you push yourself out of processing. Do not do that. No. Amanda, you just haven't started processing. That's all I can say about that. You might have to ID verify if there's nothing else on your tax return. Yes, they usually always send the Connecticut states as checks. I have no reason why. It's such a pain in the butt. So Mary filing joint, always go by the transcripts of the first person listed. Always. Sometimes the spouse updates, sometimes they don't. So only go after the first person listed if you're filing married filing joint. Wait, are you serious, Coco? People are ID verifying just to do it? No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh, that's awesome, Mrs. Clark. Yay! Timothy, in your situation, yes, there's really nothing you can do right now. Um, One thing I honestly do not know is if they're going to make people do an amendment and take that stimulus off, or if they're just going to fix it and take it off. That's one thing I just don't know yet. Um, as soon as I figure it out or find out the answer, I will definitely post about it. But as of right now, I don't know which way they're going to do it. I haven't seen anybody in that situation yet. That's one of the situations I'm waiting for. Manda, so the state and federal mean nothing. So they have no connection with each other at all. Oh my God, guys, if you see that in my group, flag that. Please report to administrators. That should not be happening. I I don't know who comes up with this stuff. Like, no, 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 no. You're going to hurt yourself. Do not do that. Do not ID verify yourself. Don't do that. You're going to mess yourself. You literally could update. You could have updated on Tuesday, and you ID verified yourself. So now you got to wait 2 to 4 to 6 weeks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Boy, boy, boy. Jacqueline, honestly, the date that you were accepted really means nothing. Like, it really means nothing. The date you filed, the date you accepted, that really doesn't mean anything. If you were accepted on the 11th, it all depends when you start processing. I mean, if you start processing you have to start processing first to find out if there's something wrong. If you're not processing, there's nothing, they can't find anything wrong because they haven't started processing yet. Oh my God, Timothy, you gotta be joking. This is insane. Misty, thank God. Oh my God, thank God you did not. Oh, Jacqueline, absolutely. I keep telling people this. This tax season is like no other, no other. We have so many different situations that have never happened before. Miss Johnson, no, the 21 days does not include, so it depends who you talk to. It's supposed to include the weekends. Some people you talk to in the IRS will not include that. So, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is insane. Yes, Manda, it's completely random. It depends on so many different things. It depends on where you got sent to be, what hub you got sent to, Was there issues at that hub? Like the one in Texas was shut down for a few days, so nobody processed. So it really just all depends. And this is what I want to express and like squeeze you guys and just tell you, like, don't worry yet, especially my clients. Like, let me stress out for you. That's what you pay me for. Don't stress out yet. I know you need your money, like I know you do. Don't be stressed out yet. I'll tell you when to stress out. Trust me, I'll tell you, like, look, I think something might be wrong. Until I say I think something might be wrong, don't worry. Don't stress yet. Shay, this year, how likely is it? Very, very likely. It's very likely. The stimulus payments have changed so many people over to a daily. That's what I think the issue is. So that's why I said the big updates are this week. Today, it's going to be for the weeklies. And Tuesday is going to be a daily update. And I fully believe that's going to be a huge update too, because I think a lot of people were changed over to that daily date. Oh my God, Paula. I can't, like, I'm baffled. Like, I am so blown away right now. I cannot believe people are really doing that. Like, I honestly can't believe that. You got to give me a second because I got to say something. Hey guys, I don't know who's watching my live right now, but I need somebody to go in the group. And if you see a post telling people to ID verify or how to ID verify, we need to delete that immediately. I don't know if you guys are watching, but according to everybody that's watching, a lot of people are just ID verifying for no reason whatsoever. This is going to hurt so many people. So many people. It's I'll tell you one thing. If you're my client and you did ID verify, I just want you to know what to expect. You will not get your refund at least 2 to 4 weeks, and it could be as long as 6 to 9 weeks. So I just want you to know that. Um, please don't be mad at me. Has I don't do that. Do not do that. Mm-mm. No, no. Whew. I can't. I don't even know what to say. Miss Clark, the ID verification is going to literally make people that probably didn't need to ID verify. It's going to make them have to wait now, like a while. That's just insane. Alice, that could be what's going on with you guys too. The fact that you're filing head of household and then this year you're filing married again, and that could be the reason. They might just be looking at you a little harder. Jennifer, as soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna check the transcripts for the people that I can. So I'll let everybody know either way. Absolutely, Miss Sweet. If nobody told you you have to ID verify and you didn't get a letter to, I don't even know how people are ID verifying without a code. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. If anybody sees it in the group, please tag me in my group, in our group, in tax refund craziness. If you see anything about this ID Verify, please tag me or Lisa, please. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yes, Miss Biles. And you know, this is one of the reasons that, can you check my question, Buttercup? Buttercup, can you ask again? I didn't, I missed it. This is one of the reasons, guys, all tax, like all season, all year long, I put out reminders to people. Hey guys, make sure you update your address to the IRS. Hey guys, if you can't access your transcripts and you are my client, let's fill the form out so I would have access. Hey guys, call the IRS now and get a code mailed so you have access to those transcripts. If you get an IRS CSR agent online and they tell you that they cannot mail you a code in order for you to create an account, tell them that they're lying. And you know that they're lying, and you just need them to mail you a code. If they don't know how to do it, ask them to get somebody on the period. You need to talk to these people like you know what you're talking about. Don't be scared of them. Tell them it is what, like, this is what it is. Use the, like, get the Karen voice going. I want to speak to the manager, period. Miss Green, I'm going to check today. I'm going to check today and see if I have access. I can tell you, IRS is working at 0.5%. So it's taking a long time for them to do anything. I sent out some of the 8821 forms before January 2nd, and I still don't have access. So I definitely try. Every time I check transcripts, I check every single person that has sent me that form. I can't believe people are doing that. Like, I'm just, wow. Yes, Buttercup. It just means you haven't started processing yet. That's all. It's either that or you need to ID verify. That does not mean go and ID verify. Either you need to find out from an IRS agent that in fact you need to ID verify. But if you're not even showing any codes or anything, you just probably haven't started processing. Miss Green, no. Honestly, it's taking, now that all the hub stations are open, it's not taking that long. Yes, Cindy. They usually do that every so often, um, just to make it's a, you know, it's a security issue. So if you can't recertify, you do need to call IRS and get copies like see if you can get a code in the mail. So, all right, guys, I gotta get some work done. And I know there's a lot of people waiting on me right now. So I will talk to you guys later. Listen, if you're not in my tax group, please join. The link is in the description. It's called Tax Refund Craziness 2021. You can come in there and ask all the tax and stimulus questions that you want. I'm always giving daily updates and other valuable information. So if you have not liked the video, please do so and share this wonderful video to all your friends and family. Hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you can get notified whenever I post a video or if I go live. I love you guys, and we will talk soon, and I will talk to everybody later.